For our main agenda, pre-bid conference of projects under regular meeting, and the rest are regular order business. Here we go, our technical in charge in the presentation of the projects of pre-bid conference are ready. We will now start directly with the pre-bid conference of the scheduled projects.
Project number 1 is entitled Improvement of Luacan Barangay Road, Luacan, Itogon, with an appropriation of 5 million pesos. Source of fund under PDF CY 2026 with the project number 2026-10-140 with calendar day 174 CD. For minimum equipment required, 2 dump truck, 1 backhoe with breaker, 1 backhoe, 1 cargo truck, 1 chainsaw, 1 unit water truck, 1 unit bagger, concrete mixer, 2 concrete vibrator, 1 concrete saw, 1 unit plate compactor, 1 unit bar bender, 1 unit bar cutter, and minor tools. For project number 2, it's entitled Widening of Road with Cross Drainage and Canal at Dampingan to Crossing Beda, Luacan, Itogon, Benguet with an appropriation of 3 million pesos. Source of fund LDRRM TFCY 2025 with 137 calendar days. For minimum equipment required, 1 unit bar cutter, 2 units concrete vibrator, 1 unit bar bender, 1 unit cutting outfit, 1 unit grinder, 1 unit 1 bagger concrete mixer, 1 unit water truck pump, 1 unit concrete saw, 1 unit welding machine, minor tools, 1 unit portable plate compactor, 1 unit cargo truck, 1 unit dump truck, and 1 unit generator set. The brief scope of work is slope protection, double thick wall with barrier, grouted riprap with barrier, PCCP shoulder, loom or canal, and hose street. Project number 3 is entitled Construction of Banao Footbridge, Barrio, Cabayan, Benguet, with an appropriation of 4 million pesos funded under CSRCY 20.
Are you done with the first project?
Yes, sir.
Signal us so that, we know if you are done with the first presentation. Any, comment or clarification on the first project presented? On the, technical and financial, requirements? Huh? On the terms and conditions of the bidding documents? Hearing none, we'll proceed to the next part. Those, this is being recorded. We can be.
So for project number 2, may I repeat? Widening of road with cross drainage and canal at Dampingan to crossing Beda, Luacan, Itogon, Benguet with appropriation of 3 million under LDRRMTF CY 2025 with calendar days 137. For minimum equipment required, 1 unit bar cutter, 2 units concrete vibrator, 1 unit bar bender, 1 unit cutting outfit, 1 unit grinder, 1 bagger concrete mixer, 1 unit water truck pump, 1 unit concrete saw, 1 unit welding machine, 1 unit portable plate compactor, 1 unit cargo truck, 1 unit dump truck, 1 unit generator set, and minor tools. Brief description of the project. It consists of slope protection, double crib wall with barrier, grouted riprap with barrier, PCCP shoulder, fume or canal, and cross drain. That's all for project number 2.
May we, go over again the, approved budget contract? Okay.
3 million, sir.
Any, clarifications? Yes,
So regarding this third project, the source of fund shall be corrected. From SNAP-B instead should be SNAP-B CSR of CY 2025.
for the third project. This
Yes,
is for the
for
third
the third
project.
project. And second
Yeah, I think
project.
second project.
Comment of clarification on the project presented on the, technical and financial requirements. And that, the terms and conditions of the bidding documents. Here, we're proceeding now to the next part. Make it on record the, correction on the, source of fund of the third project. Supposed to be, CY 2025.
So for
Naripa is not P or is not P?
SNAP-B.
P.
snap
Kindly, take note of the necessary correction.
Dash B is CY.
Ay, snap. Ang snap.
Okay, but
for project number 3 is entitled Construction of Banao Footbridge, Barrio Cabayan, Benguet, with an appropriation of 4 million pesos. Number of calendar days to be completed, 147 CD. Minimum equipment required is 1 cargo service truck, 1 water truck or pump, one bagger concrete mixer, one concrete vibrator, one air compressor, one truck hammer, one pneumatic drilling machine, two welding machine, one unit generator set, one unit metal cut-off saw, one unit electric grinder, one unit cutting outfit, one unit bar cutter, one unit bar bender, two units heavy-duty chain block, one lot steel scaffold rental, and one lot minor tools. The brief description of the project will be bridge, paintworks, and lighting. That's it for project number 3, sir.
Source of material.
Bangaw Bukod Benguet, sir. The sand and gravel, La Trinidad for the Portland cement, and other materials.
It's bukod na pangabugas. Every after presentation of the project, you just feel free to raise your clarification or comment either on the project presented, on the or on the technical and financial components, or on the terms and conditions of the bidding documents. So we did not have to repeat it every presentation for project. So every presentation, you just feel free to raise your concern either on the project presented, on the technical or financial requirements, or on the terms and conditions of the bidding documents. Okay, next.
For the fourth project, entitled Rehabilitation of Balfour Street Road, Cayapas, Kapangan. With the appropriation of 2,500,000, and source of fund would be 30% TDF QI 2026. With the project number of 2026-10-094. The minimum equipment required would be 3 to 6 cubic yard of dump truck, 2, and 1 bar cutter, 1 bagger mixer, 1 backhoe weed breaker, 1 backhoe, 1 bar bender, 2 concrete vibrator, 1 plate compactor, 1 payloader, 1 cargo truck, 1 water truck, 1 concrete saw. And source of materials would be for Portland cement in La Trinidad. Aggregates is also in La Trinidad. Boulders will be in Adonot, and other construction materials around La Trinidad. Brief description of the project would be construction of retaining wall with parapet. That concludes the presentation of the core project.
Any comment? Okay. Next.
For the fifth project, entitled Construction of Kaupukupit Road, Bulalaka, Mampaya, with the appropriation of 3 million pesos. Source of fund would be supplemental budget number 1, CY 2026, with the project number of SB number 1-2026-40, with a calendar days of 86 days. The minimum equipment required would be 1 cargo truck or service truck, 1 backhoe, 1 motor truck or pump, 1 bar cutter, 2 concrete vibrator, 1 batching plant, 1 compactor, self-propelled steel drum, 2 dump truck, 2 transit mixer, 1 concrete saw blade, with blade, 1 payloader, 1 concrete spreader, 1 bagger mixer, and minor tools. Source of materials would be Portland cement would be from La Trinidad, Benguet, aggregates and boulders, Gitlan, Cervantes. Construction materials from La Trinidad and Baguio City. For the brief description of the project, brief description of the project would be road opening, and riprap, grouted riprap, and PCCP. That concludes the presentation of the brief project, sir.
Any clarifications? Hearing none, so we'll proceed to the next project.
For project number 6, improvement, entitled improvement/rehabilitation of Kulong Sangaman FMR, Bulalakaw, Mangkayan, Benguet. With the appropriation of 3 million pesos, source of fund would be LDRRM-TF CY 2025. Project number LDRRM-TF CY 2025-005. Calendar days would be 82 days. Minimum equipment required would be 1 cargo service or service truck, 1 compactor, self-propelled static, 2 and 3 smooth duct, 1 water truck or pump, 1 bagger mixer, 1 bar cutter, single base, 1 concrete saw with blade, 2 concrete vibrator, and minor tools. Sources of materials would come from source of cement would be from La Trinidad, Benguet. Source of sand and gravel would be from Gitlan, Cervantes. Boulders is from also Gitlan, Cervantes. Source of SBDC would be Suyok, Mampaya. Brief description of the project is construction of PCCP and slope protection. That concludes the 6 projects.
Clarification? Hearing none, we'll proceed to the next project.
For the 7th project, entitled Improvement of Salin FMR, Balili, Mangkayan, with the appropriation of 3 million pesos. Source of fund is supplemental budget number 01 CY 2026, with a calendar days of 82 days, and the project number of SB number 1-2026-021. Minimum equipment required would be 2 dump trucks, 5 cubic meter, 1 backhoe, and another 1 backhoe with breaker, one bagger mixer, one plate compactor, one bar cutter, one water truck, one concrete saw, two concrete vibrator, one cargo or service truck, one payloader, and minor tools. Sources of materials should be the Portland cement from around La Trinidad or Baguio City. Aggregates is from Gitlangan Cervantes. Boulders also from Gitlangan Cervantes. And other construction materials around La Trinidad and Baguio City. If there's a brief description of the project, would be PCCP and retaining wall or gravel river. That concludes the presentation of the seventh project.
Sean? Anything none? Next project.
The eighth project is titled Improvement of Kabakog, Tamang Valley, Barangay Road, Maduti, Makayan. With an appropriation of 5 million and source of fund of SB number 1 CY 2026. The number of calendar days to complete is 167 days, and the minimum equipment required are as follows: 1 unit of cargo truck 2 to 5 metric tons, 3 units of dump truck 3 to 5.99 cubic yards, 1 unit of bulldozer BX 175, 2 units of payloader with 1.50 cubic meters LX 80-2C, 1 unit of boom truck with 2 to 5 metric tons, 1 unit of backhoe with breaker 0.36 cubic meters, 1 unit of backhoe of 0.36 cubic meters, 1 unit of water truck or pump with 1,000 gallons, 1 unit of compactor self-propelled static 2 and 3 smooth drum with 6 to 8 metric tons, 1 unit of air compressor with 2 jackhammers, 1 unit of bagger concrete mixer, 2 units of concrete vibrator, 1 unit of plate compactor, 1 unit of bar cutter, 1 unit of bar bender, 1 unit of concrete saw, 7.5 horsepower and 14-inch diameter blade, and a lot of minor tools. The source of materials are as follows: Portland cement and other construction materials are around La Trinidad and Baguio City. Aggregates and boulders are around Gitlangan, Cervantes, Ilocos Sur. Project description is a 2-lane road widening with a slope protection and drainage systems, which are routed riprap, canal, RCPC, and PCCP. That is all for the 8th project.
Hearing none. We'll proceed to the second to the last project.
The 9th project is titled Improvement/Development of Sablan Municipal Cemetery Access Road, Sablan, with an appropriation of 5 million pesos under the source of fund of General Fund 2026, with a project number of 2026-20-181, with a number of calendar days to complete of 136 CD. The minimum equipment required are as follows: 1 unit of payloader of 1.50 cubic meters, 1 unit of payloader of 1.50 cubic meters at disposal site, 1 unit of compactor self-propelled static 2 and 3 smooth drum, 1 unit of 1 bagger mixer, 2 units of dump truck with 3 with 3 cubic meters, 1 unit of backhoe hydraulics, column mounted of 0.36 cubic meters, 1 board cutter single phase, 1 unit of concrete vibrator, 1 unit of cargo or service truck, 1 unit of backhoe with breaker of 0.36 cubic meters, 1 unit of water truck or pump with 1,000 gallons, 1 unit of bar bender, and a lump sum of minor tools. Project consists of grouted riprats, three balls, reinforced concrete post canals. That is all, sir. Any question?
Any clarification? Okay, none. Last one.
The last project is entitled Improvement of Farm to Market Road going to Balding, Country, Tupa, with an appropriation of 3 million pesos under source of fund of SB number 1-CY 2026. With a project number of SB number 1-2026-057 with 62 calendar days to complete. The minimum equipment required are as follows: 2 units of dump truck with 3 cubic meters, 1 unit of backhoe hydraulic floor mounted with 0.36 cubic meters, 1 unit of backhoe with breaker 0.36 cubic meters, 1 unit of cargo truck with 2 to 5 metric tons, and a lump sum of minor tools. The source of materials for boulders is inside El Rosario, La Union. And the project's main scope of work is gabion. That is all, sir. It's a gabion slow protection, sir.
Any more clarification? Any more? That concludes the training conference of plant projects under regular meeting. We'll proceed to our other agenda. PWD reports.